Hi, my name's Chris Timon and I am a psychonaut, and if you're watching this video you might be a bit of a psychonaut too, because today's video is talking about the Bufo Alvarius Toad, also known as the Colorado River Toad. You may have heard of it. It contains within its back, on its little pimples on its back, a venom which if smoked contains, the active ingredient is 5-MeO DMT, dimethyltryptamine. Now this is the most powerful psychedelic on the planet, 6 times I believe more powerful than regular NN-DMT, which itself is pretty wild. So this is what I'm going to talk about today. It was my first experience with the Bufo Alvarius Toad, the sacred toad. Quick backdrop into me before I go into it. So I started wanting to explore psychedelics, explore my consciousness. Started off taking mushrooms, lots of different types of mushrooms. Love mushrooms, still do. Tried a bit of acid again. Great, very similar to mushrooms obviously. Then moved on to DMT, obviously the base NN-DMT. Wild experience on that. I'd love to talk to them. I will do in future videos. Had some crazy experiences on that. It's cool stories. And then more recently I've been doing a lot of changa, which is like DMT, like the herbs are soaked in the DMT, and it gives you a longer acting buzz. It's opposed to the bungee jump where you're fully in and fully out on the DMT. The changa is a lot more relaxed and enjoyable, and it definitely teaches you a few lessons. There's lessons to be learned. I used to do a bit of cocaine, now and again, party drugs. I don't do that anymore. I was having changa, and I had a beautiful trip, colourful, bright, fluorescent colours. So happy with this visual. I was going relaxing with my eyes closed. My friend decided to get some cocaine, and we've been having a great night on mushrooms, laughing my head off all night, just relaxing with my friends. Had a really wonderful night. And then he got some cocaine, and we did a little bit of that. And then I did one more changa. That second hit of changa was not enjoyable. Straight away I got my little cartoon, the cartoon flip notes where like you flip them, it tells a story like that. There was a picture of a naughty boy getting bent over and spanked, and it was a naughty boy. Literally, I got told off the DMT gods, changa gods. So I came out of it and I was like, that was pretty weird, lads, and I explained what had happened. And I was evaluating the situation. Well, we've been having a wicked night all night, laughing our heads, belly laughs, like such a good night. And I was going, since we had that cocaine, can anyone remember laughing even once? I was like, no. Alright, that's me done. That was about 10 months ago, I think now. I'm done. I will not touch that again. So lots of lessons to be learned through DMT. It is a spiritual drug, very, very spiritual, personal development. So I love DMT. So when the opportunity arose to try the Bufo Alvarius Toad, and for a friend introduced us to a shaman, doesn't like me call a shaman, doesn't like that label, he prefers postman. But I classed him as a shaman because I felt like I was in a very special ceremony when I first did it with him. So what I had to do was go see him prior, just so we'd had a little chat before I had the ceremony, make sure I was cool, he was cool, and I was suitable to have it. I think he's just going to give it to any idiot. It's a very powerful drug, like I say, 6 times more powerful than regular DMT, which is wild in itself. So yeah, got on like a house on fire straight away, to be honest. Fellow psychonaut like me, very wise soul. Goes to the retreat, helps out with all the ayahuasca retreats and whatnot. He's a tattoo artist, super talented, great guy. So I was booked in for 2 weeks' time. After that, I was so excited. 2 weeks, couldn't wait. So I got there, and I was buzzing. My friend was a bit nervous. So it was just the two. he'd already been cleansing the room. He sat and talked me through a few things. Because it was first time, showed where all the equipment, showed where the crystallised 5-MeO DMT, went through a few other things that he had to make it more ceremonial, like he had the snuff, which helps you purge. I'm not a big fan of purging, and I don't have tobacco, so I was like, I might do it, I might not. Then he had these eye drops that sting like hell, but they're meant to clear the sinuses and it really help as well. I sort of flattened out of that because I can't got a hyper reaction to my eyes. I can't have anything in my eyes because, mate, it's not for me that. So my friend did the eye thing, and then we had a practice ceremony where we just went through the breathing exercises and like how because of slow burn and how you breathe slowly and you burn it. So we sat down and did that. And then I went first, did like the first little test. That's called handshake one, you know. So you just try it out. It's more just a flavour. It's a really sweet flavour actually. It tastes nice, which is unusual. Like changa tastes like ass. Smells like fart spray. Disgusting. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. But it didn't really do anything that first hit. It was more of just you feel something almost like a microdose, if you like, and just you went through the exercise and of sitting down with them, you're looking at each other, you're breathing out slowly in, slowly, and then you inhale it slowly till your lungs are full up, and then you lock it down, and then you relax and you surrender. Very important. You have to surrender. There's no fighting this drug. If you fight, it's gonna do something. It's it'll show you the love, but it might be a tough love that it shows you. My friend had the tough love. I got the pure love. I surrendered. I have no problem surrendering to DMT. I've done it countless times with the NN-DMT, and that's how you get the really good breakthroughs. So it's my time for my second proper hit of the 5-MeO DMT, the venom. It didn't disappoint. It was absolutely amazing. It was everything I expected and more. It was the most profound experience of my life by a million mile. I've got two beautiful daughters, and the love I felt when I first seen them held me on was unbelievable. The love that you feel and runs through your body from your toes to the top of your head, it's like a million times that. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. The energy that you feel everyone's energy, every living thing that's ever came onto this planet, lived and died, you feel their energy. And it just tells you that you are the same as everyone else. You have that same life source in you, the same life force. It all comes from this one place. I can see this one place of pure love, pure energy. See, don't get crazy visuals on the 5-MeO DMT. To be honest, it's a lot more spiritual than visuals, but I could see like a pink geometric lotusy type shape. I was focusing on that, and that seemed to be quite the essence of the love in that. And then I started feeling the power of everyone that's ever lived. And it was telling us, you are it, you are everyone, you all come from this place, you all go back to this place. This place is that you're in now, it's just temporary. It's just a temporary thing where you just some borrowed energy. And if you know anything about science, energy just doesn't stop. It just transforms into a different type of energy. It never just stops. So when you die, it doesn't just stop. It's got to go. And the receiver is our brain that receives our consciousness in this world. That tunes off and you go into a different frequency. I don't have all the answers. I don't know if you're reincarnated or whatever, but I know that's where I come from. That's what we all do, and that's where I eventually go back to. That place of true love. But it's powerful, man. It's powerful. It's so powerful. I mean, I wish I took a video of a trip, because it wasn't a total out of body experience like regular DMT is. NN DMT is where you just have it, you pass out, and your consciousness goes somewhere else, but your body's just out cold. This, I was still slightly aware of my my body. I'm intrigued to see if I do it again, if I still am or not, because I remember as the power started building, I feel like I could see like Amazonian like tribesmen. I think this might help because setting the scene, Andy, my shaman, my postman, he had it all set up where he had the Technics decks, he had the ones and twos, his laptop there, it was playing rainforest music, very relaxing. As soon as I went into the trip, he was shaking the shakers, beating on the drums, and they were resonating, they go straight through that doom, doom, he started singing the shamanic music, then the shaman started coming through the speakers, I believe, and it was just like, it was all coming on. It was in a true, I wasn't in someone's room, it was a true ceremony, and I was completely immersed in it. And I could see these Amazonian tribal warriors, and I started feeling the strength of them, and every living person that's ever been, and their strength came right through us. And I mean, I wasn't scared of it, even though it was super powerful. I just embraced it. I just harnessed it. I remember just starting to roar as it started filling us up with the power, and I started feeling superhuman, and I was just going, oh, and my fist was tense fully, and it was until I didn't have any breath left in my body whatsoever, and I sort of sputtered, and and as I sputtered, I calmed myself. And I breathed slowly, and I relaxed, and I just held my finger as I lay flat in the air, and I was just like, yes, thank you for sharing like the secrets of the universe with us, what it's all about. Like, thank you, like, I'm honoured. It was such a cool experience. It was so profound, the most profound experience of my life. It really blew us away. That was nearly 2 weeks ago now, and every time I just stop and daydream, I'm right back there just thinking about it, of how profound it was. So coming out of the experience, as I came to, and Andy said, "Is Chris back in the room?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been back in the room for a bit now. I've just had my eyes closed. I was just unpacking it all, to be honest." And I sat up and I opened my eyes, and a little tear ran down my eye, just how much of a beautiful experience it was. And since then, like I say, I've reflected on it quite a lot. I suppose I would like people to know, from my experience, that they don't have to worry about death. I wasn't massively afraid of death anyway, but I suppose everyone is to a certain degree. I've got no fear of death, like, after that, none. It's a beautiful place that I've come from, and you might think, oh, I'm not a beautiful person, I don't deserve to go there. You just your ego in this world. Everyone has to build up an ego, because this world can be pretty shitty, can be pretty harsh. Be nice as well. So you've got your humour, but you've also got your walls up, because your ego, you need it to survive in this world. But you're not always from this world, you're from somewhere of pure love. So really, everyone's just a beautiful soul. So if anyone's had any loved ones they've lost, I'd just like to reassure them that it's pure love. It's just, we're all pure love, and that's where we'll go, and that's where we're from, and that's where we're going back to. We're just a bit of borrowed energy in this world, and then when our battery dies, the energy goes back, because energy never fully dies. It'll just transport somewhere else. So yeah, that was my experience. That was my very first Bufo Alvarius experience. I will be I'm booked back in to see Andy, because there's bigger doses I can have. Not just that, different ways you can experiment with it. I want to see, like I said, I'm a psychonaut. I want to see how far, how deep the spirit goes, and how far consciousness goes. In personal development, that's what it's all about. You know, I'm at that age now. It's not all about party drugs now. I want some personal growth, spiritual growth, and there is nothing better for that, nothing on the planet, than Bufo Alvarius. that spiritual toad that has the secrets to the universe locked in the venom in its back. How crazy is that? Quick analogy for you here. If you've ever seen Avatar, film's bang on. It's got it pretty much spot on after that experience. They pretty got it nailed on. I believe that James Cameron, that's quite based on ayahuasca experience that he had, and I definitely see that. You know, the tree that they plug into and they connect to all the ancestors that have ever lived and try and connect to what they class as their god or the spiritual mother nature, if you like. Yeah, they've got the tree, we've got the toad. That's our tree. You have that toad, it'll connect you. It'll connect you in a way that you won't believe. So profound, so profound. So I'm so lucky that, you know, this fate habit of just lead me on this path that led me to the toad. And I look forward to sharing any future experiences with you, more on the Bufo tour, which I'm definitely going to explore further. And I've had some pretty wild experiences on Changa and based AMT, so I'll share with them videos in the future as well. It's my first video, by the way. This tour experience sort of made us make this video and thought, I think you've got to share this with people because it's unbelievable. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. And so I'm going to be making more videos. If you like it, click the like, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks, bye.